So recap time. Does someone else want to do it since I've already done it like twice?
Last week on Dragon Ball Z, the players had subdued an assassin, but unfortunately, she has escaped. Along with that, the treasure map that what was his name?
Jarrett.
Garen,
Jared.
Jarrett.
Jared.
Along with the treasure.
Also, all of my stuff.
On the other side of the Mikolash, Link, and Kalit were all being interrogated by the police for the murder of the other assassin. Able to convince the police that they were acting in self-defense. So they were released on the condition that they remain in the city. So while they wrap up, so they remained in the city for a day. In the meantime, Miles decided to go and seek consultation from a priest of the Church of Divination. Um, but through this console, he returned with a message, a weird cryptic message about the of the assassin with the map. This cryptic message spoke of a snake from the far south to the city. The snake bit the hand made of fire, while other hands tried to grab.
So,
Um,
explaining this, what I think it means is that first off, the snake is the assassin. It bites the hand made of fire. We learned last time that Shago was assassinated. He was killed by poison. And Shago is a guy you had a drinking contest with, Eddie.
Mhm.
Meaning, if
And
I
he's a
used
flaming
pure
fist, right?
purge poison on him as well, I might have saved his life. He's been poisoned. 7 hands are trying to get the snake, which means there are 7 different factions which are after the assassin now, or after the map that the assassin holds. First one, a hand of flesh, covered in red, made of scales, black opal, made of bones, made of ice, and made of light. So the ice is probably the frost giants. The bones is probably a Sararak or the Blich or whatever, the final boss dude. The red is probably the wizards or whatever, the red robed wizards. And the assassin will ultimately get caught. It will get caught and escape over and over again, and ultimately be killed by the hand of Opal. We theorize that the Hand of Opal is the person who hired the assassin in the first place to get the map, which is that prince dude who we suspect, right, from a party.
right, Jabal.
However, the assassin escaped. Jarrett fell asleep on the job, and it escaped. I'm upset about that still. That's what I get for leaving jobs to Jarrett. And we think the assassin has not actually returned to the city. We think it has instead fled into the jungle. And my thinking is that because it says it's from a city far to the south and close by cliffs and crawling with snakes, that we should go to that city if we want to find the map quickly.
So when I saw this prophecy, that's not how I interpreted it.
What did you interpret?
We traveled up here to Nianzaru and then we like killed someone.
You think
so like we pissed off like the hand that is we're gonna get like we're basically opposed to every faction now.
You think we're the snake? I don't think we're the snake. And we asked the person who gave us the thing, and he straight up told us that he thinks the snake is the assassin, or person who has stolen from us.
Sure.
Right. So the what you were specifically asking was like lead you to the person who has the map, who's stolen from.
Yes. Now, bad news bears, you, Eddie, and Andy have been accused of murdering Shago and are currently being arrested in Mien. Again.
Okay.
So, have fun trying to clear your name. I am currently hiding in a different inn with Jarrett. We've gone into hiding. I'm using a false name. And Kayla is out shopping somewhere. And that's the situation we're in.
Okay.
Let us begin.
So we'll jump cut to the inn. Mikolash and Link, you're being confronted by two members of the militia. They say, last time, it was like just members of the militia and then one actual city guard. This time around, it's actually a group of city guards that are like kind of surrounding you or kind of cornering you into along the side of the inn. Please come with us to the station. We need some questions answered.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So they lead you out towards the. They lead you out towards the station, the one that you guys were in the previous night. So it's on the city. During this conversation, during this walk, you walk past all these shops, these stalls, and there's a clear onlookers looking around you. Some people whispering amongst each other as you're being chaperoned towards the outpost.
Whoa.
So we'll just move Link's marker to there. So Link and Mikolash,
There's an echo. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Sorry, I was talking on Roll20.
I see.
I didn't mute myself on Roll20. I should disable. Let me just disable mic and camera access. So when you're there, this time around, you're being ferried up along the stairs. Previously, you guys were like left in this sort of somewhat nice waiting room. You had like a lot of room to openly like sit around and talk. It was clear like last time that you were taken in for questioning because of the event, but this time around they kind of like lead you towards actual proper hold cells and like put you in there. They put in the link in one of before say motioning you what are you dressed? How are you dressed like? You have a cage head and your body is like
My bottom. I'm wearing. What was it?
Leather armor, I think.
I think leather armor or silk armor.
right. So you have your armor. Like, would you have any like things on top of that, or is it just kind of like plain brownish matte
It's
leather?
very plain. Maybe wearing a cloak.
Okay. Right. But yeah, so you have a cloak around you. To your waist, you have your in your hand. You have your staff at all times, or something. Or do you have a staff?
No.
Okay. I forget how warlocks cast magic. Do you need a focus? I don't know. So they take you.
A small like focus thing. I don't know.
Right. They take you out to up to another floor where they sit you down in a room. This room is clearly intended for questioning with seats on either side. One of the guards speaks to you and we're going to we're going to be
So how long has it been since like in terms of in game? How many days has it passed?
so You at the mansion
slept
and the
one night.
assassination happened last night, and now it's about afternoon the following.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a day.
Yeah.
Just wondering if I have had a chance to heal.
Yeah, you were able to sleep at the night, so you would have been had the chance to heal and get your spell.
Okay.
All right, Mister.
Or
We're gonna need to
lucky.
ask you some questions. Um, allow me to ask, are you willing to subject yourself to the truth?
What will you ask?
Why? Of the events that occurred last.
That sounds very reasonable.
Okay. He looks over to what appears to be a solid stone wall and just kind of nods his you feel this spell come over you. You can choose to
Um, will they know if I resist it?
Deception.
Yes, they do. They do. Zone of Truth, you know if a target resists it.
Okay. Well, I guess the no point resist.
All right. So, all right. First,
Mikolash.
okay, he nods. Um, what were you? What are you?
Going in the city.
I just noticed there's something bashed in on my computer tower, and I'm like, oh, that doesn't look good.
Like, do you think your cats could have done?
No, it's I must have banged into the table or something.
Eddie.
Mm-hmm. No, what's up?
Sorry.
Hello.
Did you murder him? Yeah, what's up? Chill, dog.
So why are you in this city?
Oh,
You cannot tell the lie, right? You have to tell the truth.
Yeah, if you want to look up the details of the spell, it's like
You can
And
choose not
as
to
long-
answer, but you cannot lie.
right. So you cannot lie, but you don't need to tell the whole truth. There's like a whole bunch of ways you can work around it.
okay.
It's up to
I came in here with my companions to sell a marvelous fur that we discovered in our adventure.
He nods and says, he nods and jots something down. So, all right. And what were you doing at the party last night?
The party. We had won a competition in the arena, so we were there as victors to collect our prize. At the party, the only other thing I can recall is I had a drinking contest with a man called Shigo.
He leans in when you say, so you were partaking in this drinking contest with him, the victim.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Um,
very unfortunate what happened.
Was there any sort of wager for this competition?
I don't recall. I think it was just for fun.
Okay, he nods and nods. Okay. All right. Did you notice anything suspicious happen out of the ordinary during this competition you
Anything suspicious at all? Um, no, I don't think so. We
No.
had my ally had my ally was present, and he was able to restore.
A spell.
Yes, he was concerned for me, so he was casting a remove poison spell.
Hmm. And there was no confrontation about this, no argument.
I don't believe it was noticed by Shago. More to the point, the contest was just for fun, so it doesn't really matter.
Mhm. Okay. He doesn't look that pleased at that answer. He's writing down everything in notes. Um, mhm. Okay. Yes. I noticed that that friend of yours is not here with you at this time. Do you know where he might be?
Truthfully, I have no idea.
Okay. He nods. Writes some more things down. All right. One more thing. Have you during the party? Did you notice anything else that could be odd or any other altercation? And do you notice anything odd about Shago?
I was quite drunk. Uh,
Mhm.
Maybe my observation was not as astute as it should have been. I did not notice. I think there was a bit of a what was it? There was an argument, I believe, as we were leaving, but I don't think Shago was part of that.
Oh, do tell more. Who was the argument between? Did you recognize or any characteristics of the person?
It was between the host of the party and I don't recall the other.
Hmm. Okay. Yes, I will have to bring in later date as well. Um. Unfortunately, because of
Oh, I've just recalled. Something else happened at the party.
Mhm.
There was a merchant prince who wished to ask about um, a map that we had.
Okay.
We thought he was a sketchy fellow, very untrustworthy. We thought it best to give him some misinformation about where we were staying.
Right. I believe I heard this story previously from your friends. Um, Something about the assassins that the previous night. Um, if I recall correctly, that the assassin was sent by this prince that you.
Yes, that sounds reasonable.
Hmm. Well then, um, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to um, keep you here for the time being. Hmm. As it stands right now, you are still the prime suspect of the assassination.
Shago?
At least until we find, yeah, yes, of Shago. At least until we find your companions.
Okay. Can you just will you not just ask me straight up whether I did it or not?
Well, did you?
No. Did not kill Shago. I did not. I do not have any information about his death, and I did not wish for him to die. You can check.
Hmm. He nods and notes all that. Mhm. Mhm. Um. Okay. So then, at this point, he says, "I believe I've understood that you personally may have not done anything against Shago that untowards towards him, but there still may be the companion, something in particular, the spellcaster that was there." Um. Please, we shall make a more appropriate living arrangement for you and your friend, but unfortunately, we will request that you stay here for the.
How long will that be?
Mm, just until we wrap up the investigation.
Okay, very well.
Hmm. So you guys, both of you, are now we're escorted back downstairs. Andy, uh, you see Mikolash kind of walking in with one of the guards. Um, and he says to both of you, "Come with me. We'll be taking you to some resting quarters for the night."
AKA a prison.
Yeah, in this station. Yeah, in this prison. The place they lead you to is on the nicer side for now. Um,
So me and Mikolash? Uh, so just Mikolash or
both of
me and
you,
him?
both of you.
Okay,
Yeah. So Andy, like they don't Link. They don't seem to be questioning you, Link. You did already have your interrogation the previous.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't zone
So
truth him last
they
time.
take you to some living quarters, and you can try to kill some time there. We jump back to Kaylet, who's out shopping. So Kaylet, you unaware of all this, you were just casually shopping on the streets. What were you looking to buy?
What was I?
I think you're getting camping supplies like food and like bug repellent or something.
Oh, the
Because
usual stuff.
all of mine got stolen. Remember? So I
Oh.
bought new supplies, and I think you said you also want to go shopping.
Gee.
I don't know if you actually bought anything. I have 1 gold,
Yeah, because
5
we were
silver,
planning to
and
leave
9 copper. You could buy
Well.
some food or something, or well, how much gold
Well,
do you
this
have?
is,
How much gold do you have?
I have 764 gold.
Dude, you could buy a magic item.
But
You can come
shit.
save us.
Save
Save it.
you? You're just hanging out
Oh,
at the inn
yeah.
while he's shopping. What are you talking about?
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Just think of what you want to buy.
But what else do I need? Do I need more like guards and
I don't know. I can't see your inventory.
Hmm.
I mean, like, what can I even buy at this point? Or what else can I even do?
If I were you, I'd go and buy like a dope ass magic item.
And then get it taken away from me?
Why are you planning on having your stuff taken away? You some sort of criminal? I know what I'm gonna do. If you want to swap to me quick.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay. So, and stuff, camping supplies, you can just find that with any merchant. If you're gonna try to buy like, sorry, I kind of missed a second, but if you're trying to buy anything more exotic or interesting, like higher end armor or weapons, or magical items, let me.
Sure, okay.
Miles, who's out shopping? Miles, you sense a disturbance in the force.
I sure do. I'm actually
As if
going to go to
thousands
the
of
old inn
voices cried out.
that we were staying at, and I'm going to search for the lady who owes us a favor. Who owed the others a favor. They don't owe me. But
Right. So you don't know yet that the others have been sent
yes,
to jail.
I know. I'm doing this to find
Okay.
the assassin.
Right. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Because
So,
I'm the
yeah.
only one who can leave the
You go
city,
to
and I
that
can't search a
inn
jungle
and,
alone.
you go there, and
Hopefully no guards are waiting for me.
roll a 1d100. Do 100 for me.
Oh boy. 96.
All right. Yeah. So she's there. She's drinking away, sipping away at her drink. Kind of like she's sitting off on the sides, like scanning the crowd as she.
Let's see if I know this person. I do not know her. I don't know her name. Fuck.
Okay.
But I know she's some sort of... She's offered to help us guide in the forest. So I'm going to go to her and say, "Excuse me, madame. You may not know me.
What do you want?" She kind of growls at you.
I apologize for interrupting. I am a friend of Link and Mikolash. I believe they returned a mask to you.
She's mid-drink at this point, and she kind of like coughs a bit as she's clearly surprised a bit. Yes. Mm. Well, a friend of a friend, friend of mine.
I'll drink to that.
How are you?
I am in need of help, to be honest. You see, we cannot leave the city walls due to a troubling confusion. But no matter about that. Don't worry about that. Someone has stolen something precious from us and has made their way into the jungle. I was wondering if you could help us find them and find out where they're going. You do not have to confront them or steal the thing back. We simply need to know their location, and we will take care of the rest.
I am more of a guide than a hunt than a tracker, but I have abilities in both. It's not really a service I would offer.
Is there anything I can offer you to
What would you want to do to this person once you found them? I would like to stay away from the unsavory sort of business.
Let it be known that I have already captured her once and have not... Okay, I have harmed her, but I have not killed her, and I have healed her wounds. I do not wish to take a life unnecessarily. I simply wish for return of our belongings and an explanation of why she did what she did.
Roll or whatever check you think would make sense in this situation, you know?
Persuasion.
When I tell you to make a roll, you can argue a different stat. Cool.
Hey.
Nice. All right. She scans you up and down and nods. You seem to be the upstanding sort.
But of course, I am but Miles Douglas, a man of God.
She kind of grumbles something underneath. Very well. I owe your friends a huge debt, so I will take you up on this journey.
Alright.
He looks now. Of course, time is likely of the essence. If you would be able to lead me to said person has left, where you have last seen said person.
Absolutely. And along the way, I'm going to describe to her that this person is in fact armed and dangerous. I do not want her to confront her. I simply want to know where she's going.
Right. She nods. So this is already in the afternoon. You get to the edge of the gates. It's not afternoon. The gates are still open for you to come in and out.
Yeah.
You pass by the gate. She nods and says hi to one of the guards. It's clear that she comes in and out often enough to be acquainted to the people that are at.
Honestly, I have almost also in the past few days. I've been in and out, in and out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I lead her to the site where we had her kept, and show her. But I tracked her a little bit, right? So I'm going to show her along the path that I managed to track her before I lost the track. Myself.
Right. Okay. What's her name again? Yeah. Along the way, she kind of quickly introduces her name to you, and her name is That's Stormfang.
Storm, what's it? Could you type it out for me?
Zaka. Sure.
And I have, of course, introduced myself as Miles Douglas, Cleric of Helm.
Yeah. So you can see that you're walking away. She on her person carries you didn't see it while she was at the bar, but at her side she has like a little quiver that she slungs over her shoulder when she gets up. She has a scimitar to her side. She is adorned with red hair and like a lot of little like baubles and trinkets, earrings and jewelry that are like either attached to her hair or to her ear.
We have a picture actually.
Oh, you have a picture, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So she.
I have a great idea. I'll have to ask my companion. My companion has recently acquired a small beast. Do you think that'd be a suitable companion for you and could maybe help you in messaging across these lands? Or would you think that'd be more of a burden than an aid? Because I understand you are quite good at handling beasts of this land.
She laughs a sort of like deep laugh. I'm good at handling beasts, yes, but not working with more predatory in nature than in that sense. She continues out and she identifies so you show her in the river and the boat where you left.
Yeah.
And she looks around for tracks, and she follows what you found to the T. And so when you got to the point where you got confused, where you couldn't follow anymore, was when the tracks started doubling back on themselves a lot. And that like at that point, like the footprints just made no sense, and you couldn't figure out how to which sets to follow.
Yeah.
She looks around and nods and says, "Do you have any article for clothing or anything of that?"
I have but her ring.
That will suffice. May I see?
I hand her the assassin's ring.
Right.
Because she stole back her clothes, right? That I left with Jarrett, so.
Yeah. If you left it with, if you left it with her, she had time to rummage around.
Yeah. But the ring,
but
she
I
couldn't
think
find,
what
I remember.
the ring she couldn't find. Yeah. So she looks at it up and down. Well, and then like looks at it again, sniffs the air, and we'll give her a roll.
I cast guidance on her. She has 1d4.
Yeah. Okay. She actually doesn't have that stat, so I'm going to make something up. What stat is it? Survival.
Yeah.
Survival's wisdom. She's with her.
She's a ranger, right? She's probably proficient in survival. I would imagine. Like Andy is.
Ah, shoot. I screwed up something with. I've still got like a vertical monitor setup going, but unfortunately, it's kind of like I'm still getting used to the controls. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, that sounds good, Eddie. I think Lurker of the Deep gets telepathy, right? At level.
No, there's no more telepathy. There is at level. So there's like some kind of telepathy, but only with fish.
Damn, if only we were
You can
fish people.
telepathically communicate beast, elemental, or monstrosity that has the innate swimming speed. So only with sea creatures. The main differences.
What was
The
it
main
again?
difference is that the main difference is that, ability to summon tentacles.
Yeah, it's literally the old one, like Cthulhu old one, as opposed to whatever old one they had before.
Oh shit. Well, ignore the random line breaks.
That's fine.
It's just
Okay.
so this one can summon tentacles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And it's like water themed, right? I don't know, like cosmic,
Horror theme.
Cosmic horror.
cosmic big brainness themed.
Yeah.
So this is I guess
This
it's
was
more
just like super recently released, so.
Yeah. Could you,
mhm.
Andrew, could you move Eddie and Andy's tokens to the guardhouse so that we know?
Oh, I thought I moved Andy's.
Yeah, Andy's is there, but Eddie's is not. He's still at the arena. He has been for like 4 weeks.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen him. I didn't see him.
You guys want to read the details?
Yeah. Okay, so
Blast.
Hmm?
Do you still have Eldritch Blast, right? Or...
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So now he can like on top of his bag of summons, he can actually just summon.
Pretty much the only thing from Great Old One that I actually used was the telepathy. So
Yeah.
Which is
What else do you get?
We're gonna
from
miss
the roll?
yeah, I'm gonna miss that one.
Yeah. Did you end up picking up? Did you end up actually picking up any of the spells that the old one gave?
No.
Oh, okay.
What were they like? Whatever benefits did it give?
So it gives you a unique spell list, and then you get a bonus thing at level 1 and level 6 and level 10. So you're all level 5, right?
Yeah.
Almost level 6.
Mhm.
Correct.
So yeah, level 6 will be, I think, your next power spike with your class abilities. But level 5 is the power spike because you get their level.
My level 6 ability, I become a better battle medic. I heal when I heal others.
Ah.
I heal myself when I heal others, so.
Azaka is able to sniff the air, and she leans down and looks at the tracks that are on the ground. She kind of like walks on all four for like a little moment as she continues to like scan the ground.
What have I gotten myself into, this weird beast lady?
But then she stands upright and says, "Seems like the person that has stolen your items is quite well versed in the art of subterfuge. But ultimately, I believe they went this way." And she kind of points towards the south. Doesn't seem like so it points south, which is kind of like, it's kind of actually leading deeper into the jungle.
Yes.
At this point.
I ask her, do you know of any towns which are surrounded by the cliff face on this island or peninsula?
I've heard stories of many ruins back when this island used to be owned by the natives. An island for the beastmen, an island for sorry, not beastmen, an island for the goblins, the island for the bird people, a city for the snake men. Though the grandest and greatest of all was Mirzo. Unfortunately, it has since been ransacked and destroyed for all its wealth by the newcomers. Like she says some sort of like weird thing in some native language that you don't recognize before saying newcomers, and it's clear that she's looking for that. Though it is difficult to identify which one the assassin is going towards, if going to one at all.
See, well, thank you.
I'm sure I believe I would be able to assist further in the seeking of this person, but we will have to return to town for supplies. It does not seem like this will be a short journey,
no.
Unfortunately.
And unfortunately, like I said, my friends, which you are acquainted with, are currently being forced to stay longer than we would like. And I do not think we can set off ourselves soon, unless their issue is resolved.
Right. Well, then, I can try to continue this journey on my own, but
your safety is more important, I feel. If you feel that you would rather wait and the trail won't go too cold, then I am fine with waiting. I would not want to put you in danger.
Set out in the morrow.
Alone?
I have survived well enough in the jungle alone, though it will be some time before you hear back from me.
Should we wait in the city and wait for you here then? If we set out to another location, I will let the bartender of the Thundering Lizard know to tell you. And you can send us a message via whatever mail service they have here, like carrier pigeon or whatever. I don't know what service they use for mail.
She nods and
Actually,
says,
does anyone in our party know sending?
No.
Darn.
"Is that a cleric spell?"
I think I can
It's a
learn.
third level spell.
It's a third level spell.
I think Kenneth
Spell that great old one could have gotten, but not anymore.
Sending 5e. Can clerics learn it? Because if so, I just need to take a sleep. Bard, cleric, wizard. I can learn it.
Are you gonna go to sleep now?
So, I will contact you every second day or so via God's messaging service. Do not be alarmed when that happens.
She looks at you quizzically. All right. Wait, you got $7, Eddie? What?
Yeah, the $7 is just for the shipping costs. Like the bowl is actually free.
I got. So shipping cost is $7, and then service fee of like $3.
What?
Yo, I'm getting freaking scammed over here. I didn't order it because it was so expensive.
$13 for a free bowl.
Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. Either way, okay, I'll try it again, but at another time.
So yeah, Miles. Miles never wants to put people in danger, but he really wants to know where this assassin is going. So I'm gonna trust him as person and hope nothing terrible happens.
Right.
And I thank her so much. Is there anything I can do before you sit off in order to aid you? How about I give you... She's gonna buy her own supplies, right? And I don't have money. But I could give her some wine.
You could give her the invisible suit.
No, I'm wearing that right now. I'm not wearing my plate mail because my plate mail, it's too identifying. I just walk on the street, everyone knows who I am. So I'm wearing the one I won instead.
Okay, I figured out what was wrong with my order.
I don't want people to pick me up.
So at this point, you to the town, or she returns to the town, with her mission in hand. As she returns, she asks you, "So what has become of Link?" You say that you are entangled in some sort of mess, correct? Oh, did Aaron have to run off for a sec?
I muted my mic.
Use roll 20.
I muted my mic. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I was answering. So what was the first thing you said? Oh yes. We were attacked after a party, and due to the investigation, they are not allowed to leave the town for the next 3 days.
She nods. Yes. I heard something of that sort. The murder of one of the crown prince's son, right?
What? Shago was killed?
Oh, is that not the situation you are entangled with?
No, we were. They were after our map, we believe. 2 assassins were sent after us. I managed to defeat one of them and brought her out into the jungle so that I could ask her questions without being disturbed. And away from the prying eyes of the public. No weird stuff, I promise.
And this is the person that stole said map,
Yes.
I presume?
She escaped.
Yes. Perhaps that is what I smelled. I thought I smelled some sort of a scent of poison.
Are you saying Shago is dead? We were drinking with him just at a party.
Yes. Shago, a member of the Flaming Fist.
I'm sure he wasn't the most popular in town, but I don't imagine anyone would kill him.
No. She shakes her head. No. Uh, it is. It is rare to be so bold as to murder the son of one of the merchant princes in this.
Who was his father? Was his father at the party?
Well, I pray you the best when you're with your friends in this quest against these assassins, or with the dealing of these assassins.
Thank you very much, Azaka Stormfang.
Mm-hmm. Yes. At this point, they're down in the city, and you guys you guys are both walking the same way for a little bit during this conversation. But then soon enough, you part ways while she heads where she heads off and heads off away from the inn, from the Thundering Lizard, while you head towards the new inn that you were staying at, I believe.
No, I'm going to a new inn to see if I can find Eddie, Kayla, and Miklash, Kayla, and Link.
To the Thundering Lizard.
Yeah, to Thundering Lizard, because I don't know where they're gone. I want to go talk to them, so I'm just gonna wait in the lobby for them because I assume they're here. I just have to wait to see them.
For a bit, Kayla, are you?
Okay, I think I know what I want to do. So, can I actually sell this old leather armor I had? Studded.
Yep.
So how much is leather armor?
Not much. But here it's actually a little bit more because it's an island and stuff like proper leather armor is a bit harder to come.
So how much am I gonna get?
Let me check on. It's not going to be a large markup. Leather armor. Right, it's like 10 gold. So you'd probably be able to sell it for 10.
Cool, that's 10 gold more.
Yeah.
Okay, let's ditch it because I got this place.
Sure.
How do I trash? Lock button. Delete. Cool. And I think I'll just like buy more of those gourd stuff.
700 gold worth of gourds.
The insect repellent.
Yeah. Maybe I should just get like. There are actually 20 applications. It's good. So I'm sure if I get like 10, it's more than.
Yes, that would be the case. So these gourds, right? Like lotion kind of syrup kind of thing. It's like a little bit on the sticky side.
An odorless grease.
Oh, right. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just like, this thing. And I think do you guys. Yeah, okay, yeah. So you just find this thing. How much does it weigh, and can you carry that?
Well, according to, I mean, they still had some left over. Apparently, there's just like one weight.
Okay.
And I only need 10 of them because each one's 20 applications. That's like literally more than enough.
You have 5 people in your group, ish. So yeah.
It's 24 hours. It's actually really good. So I'll just buy 10 of them. It's 1 gold each. So it's like.
Why not? All right.
I have 13.
Okay.
That's the plan.
I need more rations. That's probably the last thing.
Okay, yeah. So all the small stuff, you have no problem finding. You can probably the price is what it is listed, but like some people are selling it for a bit more or less. But you're able to take your time and find the good deals, which is whatever the price it is.
What is the price of a ration?
It doesn't give me a price. What?
I can look it up. I can look it up for you, Andrew. You guys keep going, okay?
So 1 day of rations is half a gold. Half.
That means like I get 10 days of rations for 5 gold.
Shopping, and then at the end of it all, you come back to the inn and you see Miles there. Both of you are kind of like just kind of sitting there waiting, antsy. Every so often you realize that you're Roman, give me a perception actually. Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible.
So yeah, you walk and you just casually like sit down at the bar with Miles, and you just say hi, show what you got, and you're just kind of trying to kill time before they arrive.
You just got food. That's it. You didn't buy anything. Kaylet, buddy, listen to me.
Get something magical.
Kaylet, you have. I'm not gonna say out loud. You have a good amount of wealth, okay? Right, buddy? This might be the last time we're in a big city for half a year. You should. Your gold does you no good. Now I'm gonna whisper to you. Your gold doesn't you no. Your gold does you no good in the jungle, buddy. I suggest lightening your pockets and heavying your backpack with some good stuff. The good stuff, the good loot. Yeah, boy.
You know what the Darkest Dungeon narrator said?
Packs laden with loot are often low on supply.
I mean, there's no issue. My pack is already near weight capacity.
Although I say that, but I'm actually holding on to like 1,000 gold as well.
How many pounds are you carrying, Kaylet?
104.
Wow, you're pathetic. I'm carrying 200 pounds.
Dude, my constitution is 12. My strength is 12.
If you buy like Kaylet, buddy, come on, close in here, Kaylet, buddy. What do you bring into battle? What kind of weapons do you bring into battle, buddy?
Well, I bring some swords and a crossbow.
Now, wouldn't it be nice if those swords did more than just your average sword?
He has a nice sword.
Well, he didn't tell me that. He just said he had a sword.
Oh yeah.
Actually, wait. Well,
Yeah, I don't think you've used the ability at all. I don't think you ever used the ability.
I don't remember that I have magic.
So your magic sword, Kaylet, there's no bonus stats or anything. It's just stats-wise, it's a normal rapier. But once per day, you can make it so that when you hit someone with it, you mark them, and that mark on them will give them disadvantage
to wisdom saves, right?
on their next wisdom.
Oh,
that's pretty good. Me and him can I know his spells use wisdom, but my spells are better.
Right.
So
the next person you hit with your sword will have disadvantage on wisdom save.
Yeah. Jarrett, buddy, Jarrett.
Wait, was this
what about a magical bow? I heard Link was looking for one of those. Maybe you should too. Or maybe a ring or a wand or I don't know, fat stacks of potions. Buddy, I'm just trying to look out for you, buddy, cuz okay, maybe I'll be honest. Maybe I'm just lonely because I have 1 gold and I'm poor and everyone else is rich. But seriously though.
Oh man, I mean it's true.
All right, I'm gonna tell him what I agreed with the guide, Azaka Stormfang. All right, and then we're just gonna wait for the people to show up.
Wait. When did I acquire the magic?
You acquired it before we came to the camp on that second time. In that room with 4 chests of the seasons. I think that's when you got it.
Dang, did I just not write that down?
You must have written it down. I wish I could see your character sheet, but I can't.
And Mikolash got the sticky bow. So magic item wise, Mikolash has a sticky bow and a few rings. Miles has a.
A shield, a ring, and armor. I got.
Alright, and the Begatrix.
Oh,
Yeah. And he has.
and I have a ring, and I have entangle.
The
and-
wand, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do have a shield too. Yeah.
Like, I think it gives you like +2 on initiative and then advantage on perception. You should be using that. Just keep that
Yeah,
in
I
mind.
do use that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait, so what was this sword? I have 3 swords: a long sword, a short sword, and a skimmy.
Wait, what sword do you use? I thought you used rapiers.
Oh, maybe we didn't even add it.
Okay, yeah, maybe. My proficiencies is long sword, rapier, short sword, simple weapons.
Okay, so the thing you got was a rapier.
Andrew, can
It's
you
like
look?
a really elaborately designed rapier with the scabbard, the holder.
Yeah.
A little bit on the frail side. It's like a very intricately weaved crossguard kind of thing. But the blade itself.
Okay, I'm just gonna like add that to my inventory and like mark it down because I legitimately didn't.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not in your inventory already. I really want to look for your inventory and find it somewhere, but
I mean, I can show you what's in my inventory. It's really long.
It's fine. It's fine. So at this point, it's getting a little bit late, and you guys are realizing something. Let's jump back to the two. So, Mikolash and Link, you guys are just kind of chilling in your kind of resting quarters. You guys were both put in separate but adjacent rooms. So, like, if you all wanted to, you kind of like shout to talk to each other if you want.
Okay.
But like that option is available to you.
hey, don't tell them you killed him. Okay, I won't.
Oh my god.
You know, like so there's guards that kind of like shuffle side to side, like that rotate out. So you don't see them, but you hear. Well, actually, no, yeah, you do see them. They're just kind of like standing by. They're very casual about their post. But then about like after 3, you guys predict you guys were there for. You hear some kind of commotion or this hubbub, and 3 people enter the room. Leading the group is this very elaborately adorned gentleman dressed in blue robes, and like has a little turban.
Uh-oh.
He scans the room and looks at you two, and starts walking up to you two. Following behind him is this person, is like one of the guards that are like that interrogated you, and he's just trying to say, sir, we have procedures for this. You cannot just here. And he's just kind of like talking to this man, but this man kind of comes up to you and says, hello, Mikolash and Link, I presume.
You're not mistaken.
So but let me formally introduce myself. My name is Wakango Tamu. And I heard here that you've gotten yourself into some trouble. Either of you can answer. So yeah.
Yeah, but we've been falsely
Unfortunate
accused.
circumstances.
Hmm. So, if you want to, do you remember him? Congo.
Wakanda forever!
No.
No.
You guys don't remember Wakanda? We've said his name so many times this
That's
campaign.
fine. I am a companion of Syndra Sylvain, the person that sent you on this expedition at this to begin with, and I have agreed to help on this journey.
Oh, that is a relief.
Um, yes. He nods towards the guards. Yes, I have spoken with the local police, these gentlemen here, and I've negotiated your release under my supervision, of course. He nods towards the other guy, and the other guy, he you know, now the man in front kind of shows his arms towards the north. Now, if you will follow me out, and we can begin discussing.
Sure.
Mhm. At the same time, while this is happening, being led, you realize that you're being led towards the merchant's ward. At the same time, after a couple of hours of just waiting at the bar and discussing between Kalet and Miles, you two a message from a messenger comes to you and delivers a message to you. Like the messenger looks kind of walks into the thundering lizard, scans the room, and identifies Miles and hands you a message.
But I'm in my perfect disguise of wearing different clothes. How could they possibly know it was me?
Are you not in your holy armor thing?
No, I'm in the armor I won, not my holy armor.
Oh.
I specifically decided to not wear that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fine.
It's Kenneth, right?
All right, so then you should roll deception.
It's disguise time, boys. No messages. Quick, please help us, Miles. No messages. I'm in disguise.
I'm undercover. Quiet.
All right. Yeah.
Pretty low.
So what? Rather than that, then what happens is that he scans the room and doesn't see anything. So he goes up. So this person, you really haven't really taken notice of this person yet, but he goes up to the bartender and asks and says something while attempting to hand a letter over to the bartender. But then the bartender shakes his head and just points.
He blew my cover, that bastard! You'll see if I tip next time I order a drink.
So yeah, this person ends up at your footsteps and says, "I have a message for one Miles Douglas."
I will take it on Miles Douglas's behalf.
He looks at you oddly and hands you the before quickly walking off.
Alright, I show Caleb this and say, here you go, Miles
Miles
Douglas.
Douglas is sure is lucky to have a friend as loyal as you.
And as handsome and brave and strong. So I'm gonna turn and give this to.
Is Aaron a robot or is it just me?
Am I?
Yeah.
I'll disconnect. I'll disconnect. Hello.
Yo.
Hey.
Is it better now?
Hello.
Yeah, for now.
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot better.
All right. I turn to Kayla and I say, "For you, sir, Miles Douglas."
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Wow.
I have him open it.
Okay. Okay, so I just see if anyone noticed that, but I don't think any.
Mhm.
And okay, I guess I'll open it and see what it says.
Yeah. So the letter of it is very brief. It simply I am a companion of the person you are under employ of, Miss Sylvain. I would like to discuss with you uh, on the topic of Miss Sylvain and the quest that you are embarking upon. Please meet me at some address.
Okay, out of game. Who is Miss Sylvain? I don't remember being hired by Miss Sylvain.
What? Nope, his connection jumped again.
Yeah.
I don't know why my connection's so shitty and my computer's so laggy. I was asking, who is Miss? Does anyone know who Miss Sylvain is? I don't remember Miss Sylvain.
So so at the very beginning of the story, um, she was one of the people. Oh shoot! You know what?
Yeah, we didn't have
Okay,
those
sorry.
character hooks.
Yeah. So one of the character, the main character hook, overarching character hook, was that you guys were all sent on this island to deal with this weird curse that's going on,
Yeah, but the thing is, we
and
didn't
a
actually.
lot of private,
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of private entities are interested in someone resolving this issue because there's a lot of very rich and powerful people that at one point
Were revived.
um, were revived, and they're now slowly dying. So there's a lot of money in it for a lot of people. But of course, there's a lot of sponsors for this journey. Of course, everyone may have their own personal motivation, but this is managed to find your way here is under the employ of a person named Sindra Sylvain. Um,
So you could say she sponsored the ship that we took.
right. So she sponsored the ship, and maybe yeah, she pretty much sponsored the ship and gave you some sort of
Guidance.
gear and stuff to start off with.
Because, like, my character's
Sure.
motivation for coming here was I got a vision
Yeah.
from an oracle saying, hey, go here. Your friends need help. So that's why I'm here. So I've never met Miss Sylvain, I don't think.
That's her. But yeah.
Alright.
But like, if you were to look into her, maybe some of the other classes, she was a very powerful wizard. She was and still is a very powerful mage. But she hasn't been seen in recent times, namely because of this curse. Is the rumors that are abound, but there's no confirmation one way.
Alright. Well,
The intentions might be evident.
so, this is a good person. And out of character, we know this person is helping break us out of jail or them out of jail. So everything should be fine if we go to this place. What do you think, Kayla? Or Sir Miles Douglas? The most handsome man around.
It's probably okay.
Alright.
Is that really the Miles Douglas?
Are you really V Miles? Can I have your autograph, sir? I heard you fell a Kamadon in
What?
the
I don't-
arena.
What a legend of a man.
Autograph.
You truly are as handsome as the
story.
stories say you are brave.
Oh my.
Not to mention humble. So I'm gonna gather my gear.
Oh my god, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna gather my gear
Eddie?
and go to my hotel.
Yeah. So, I might need to go. Let me just run and grab it.
Did you also order food?
Oh, yeah, I went and ordered the same thing you did. Did your food arrive yet?
No, it's on the way.
Okay, check the map because literally there's a guy parked outside.
Oh, that's probably more. Okay, I'll just go downstairs now. BRB.
Thank you.
I'm not sure which of my weapons is better to use.
So yeah, so what happens now is you all end up at the same. You end up at the Wakanda Tamu's house. He leads you. The two of you independently go towards. You need a little bit of help finding the address, but you recognize that it just pretty much says is Prince's district and then house number.
Dude, all princes living in the same district seems like a terrible idea for like terrorism reasons.
Right.
Together, yeah.
Oh, could we get some music going?
Go, Kenneth, go. So yeah, as the people being escorted. I think I dropped the temper right before I. Okay. Is that yours or is that mine? Yeah, that's one. Yeah. Where's? Okay. What's up? I just ordered food from that place. Wait, mine was delivered. You put the right eye. Right, see? Yeah, it even has my name on it. No. Was there no one at the door, like right by the door? Uh-oh. Eddie's order got way late. So you guys arrive at the house of this gentleman roughly at the same time. You see him at the front, and he walks you into the. You also see Jarrett independently come.
Oh, wait, so where was Jared before?
He was hiding. He was in the other.
In the hotel.
I told him to stay home! Damn it, Jarrett!
Yeah, order delivered. It says on my app.
Damn it, Jared! I told you to
The
stay
letter says
home.
Andrew on it, though. Oh. So he clearly messed up. You can report an issue. I think that's it.
What's going on, guys?
Open up the garage door, because last time... Well, no, it's the same dude. It's the same dude. Okay, sorry, we're gonna be dealing with it.
I still have yet to use my level 3 spells.
That's a fat rip.
So what happened, you guys?
One of our orders arrived.
Whoop.
So was the other one just late? Or...
No.
No,
It's marked.
they got batched together to be delivered by the same person, but they only brought one.
So we have to go and get the other one now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess you have to share.
He filed a report with the with Uber Eats, and I guess it's up to them to resolve it.
Alright.
Okay, sorry. So
You just told us that Jarrett's here, and I am upset with him because I told him to stay home.
I said Jared was here, but then I just doubled back, saying like, "Oh, it makes sense for Jared to stay hidden." So it's just you four. Stated previously to two of your companions, and I am here on behalf of Cinder Sylvain, the person that you are under the employ. And I thought it would do me well to help out.
I would like to roll insight to see that they're telling the truth.
Sorry, I need to bring up Roll20. I have that on a separate tab. and being a friend of her. And I guess, is that what you wanted to question?
I want to question that he is saying that he's telling the truth, that he is here on behalf of Silva Stovane, and that he works for her. And is here to help us.
Yeah, he's here to help you, and he's a friend of Sylvain.
Alright.
Is what you can glean from that. A quite a large issue you have found yourselves in with the unfortunate incidents with Shago. There seems to be several actors in play. I myself am concerned with one of the other merchant princes looking to overstep their boundary. However, that is of no importance to yourself. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Seeking out seeking out the cause of this curse that has plagued not just our island but the world beyond, as I understand. Though the stream of adventurers is, I too would like to rid myself of having to deal with all these forsaken flesh eaters roaming about my island. Gets in the way of research, you see.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to share with you what I know on the topic of this curse, but I would like to also request if that you would be able to help me back in some way.
What do you have in mind?
Well, there may be several treasures to be found wherever the treasures and treasures to be found wherever you will find this great the origin of this curse. I would like if you would be so kind to bring some back to me for research, then I would be quite great. Of course, I myself know not what you'll find there, so if we could stay in communication. That would be ideal.
As you know, for adventurers like us, treasure is what motivates us. So we definitely understand definitely understand what you mean, but we would be unwilling to all of the treasure.
Why, of course. That is perfectly understandable. If my research does me well, there are particular items that I would like to find. Items related to the history of my people here on this island.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes, let me, long ago there was long ago there was the one god, what was the god of
His name was
Shut.
Helm.
Sorry, one sec. Uptao. He was the patron god of this island here, but over time he has grown wary of us humans and had left us um, to our own devise. That's the word, right?
Yeah. Device. Yeah. Yeah.
9 other deities have taken the place of Uptao on this island. No, take no physical form. Harnessing the power of them. If you would be able to return, would more than repay the debt and information that I would like to provide.
We should talk about this, guys.
Very well. So to recap, we are looking for artifacts that are related to the old deities of this island.
Give us.
What? So, I have as I am highly capable and curious about such things. I believe that the source of power on this, the source of the evil, resides in the history of this island. And I would like to share that with you. So, gentlemen, do we have an arrangement?
Sure.
I'm not sure if I fully understand what's happening.
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
Well, so let's say that Miles, you interject, like saying, it seems like Mikolash is ready to agree, and the terms look positive. But Miles says, Miles, you say something along the lines of, "Let us discuss amongst ourselves first."
Absolutely, I do.
So he nods and gives you space to discuss.
Can you guys hear me, by the way?
No.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can. I don't know if you were talking earlier.
Damn. All right.
Put
So-
one note, can you hear me?
Yeah. So, okay, Eddie thinks it's a good idea. Basically, we're going to be trading certain treasures and information for information and aid, correct?
Wait, I was under the impression that he bailed us out of jail, expecting this to be repayment.
Yeah. Well, he did bail us out of jail.
I think he bailed us out of jail to facilitate good relations and butter us up for this, and so we could have this meeting. So, like, you guys are already beholden to this man.
But I mean, like, given that this person is influential enough to bail us out of jail so easily, I think it's a bad idea to turn down an offer like this.
Alright. Fair enough. Kayla, what do you
I'll
think?
just say that the terms are more generous than I expected.
I mean, if he has enough power to get us out, he probably has enough power to just stick us back in.
Yeah, but we can run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, these treasures that we're giving up don't sound very useful. They're not items of insane power, they're just historical relics.
Well, they might be, honestly. Like, if they're artifacts made by the very gods themselves. But yeah, let's go for it. I will worship no gods before Helm.
Mm-hmm. Out of character. I do want to leave it open to you guys. Like, you guys can either continue. Like, it might seem like I'm sending you off on a quest, but the option is still available to you if you want to like stay in the city and figure out this murder.
No. I think we should leave the city personally. I think we
The big
could.
thing is we don't want to be implicated.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I think
Yeah,
we.
Probably, like,
I'm.
run.
I would like to piece out ASAP.
I think, given like if we had to, we could clear our names because I can speak to the dead.
What if
It's tricky because the guy was killed with poison,
Yes. It is.
and he was probably may or may not have been unconscious before he died.
But we can also
Yeah,
use it
but-
on the dead assassin. Speak with dead.
what if that's unrelated?
That might not do anything, right? Like if the dead is unwilling to speak to you, nothing happens.
Command it to speak. Zone of truth, make it tell the truth. Free spell combo for interrogations.
But Zone of Truth, like the victim still has the option to just say nothing.
Yes, but I can command them to answer using command.
Yeah.
3 spell interrogation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to do to the person I kidnapped, but they got away.
Yeah, but now we have to find the dead body.
I mean, the police probably still have it. But yeah, I'm fine with leaving the city, honestly. We can clear our names another day.
Yeah.
Also, I wanna catch up to the person. They haven't left the town yet, right? It's still the same day. So we can talk to them and say, hey, we're able to go now. Will you guide us on this quest to track down this map? Or would you guys rather not track the map anymore and go to like the water city instead, since Eddie can talk to fish and breathe underwater?
Wait, what? Eddie can do that?
He can talk to fish. He can't
Yeah.
breathe underwater yet. He has to level up one more time.
Yeah, but I have the spell to breathe underwater.
You should probably get rid of that spell when you level up.
No, because all of us can breathe underwater.
I can just walk on. I'll just stay on the surface, honestly, just walking on the water. Hey, do you guys need it? Healing? I can't see them. Well, they're probably fine. I'll just
Isn't your
wait.
healing touch based?
I have ranged
Oh,
and
you have
touch.
some spells. Yeah.
I have both. But yeah, I think we should accept this offer then.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we should get out of the city. This city has been weighing us down for way too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You reconvene, and he says, "Have you come to a decision?"
Yes. We find your terms to be acceptable. We look forward to carrying out the arrangement.
That's an excellent news. Then I shall show you all that I know.
In the
Um,
beginning, there was nothing.
It seems that the Lich, who has taken claim over this island since in the more recent times, has taken over the old capital of the said island. It is named Omu, and it was once a great kingdom for us, for the people. Though the island was shared amongst us humans and those with wings and those of scales. Spicy. It has, this great city lies here, far south in the jungle.
Where?
It will be quite a long journey if you were to do it by foot. Though perhaps by sea is also possible. However, it has been said that the actual temple itself, the grand palace of the city, is protected by magical. The way that this temple is protected is through these. I believe it was 9. Let me check.
Eddie, how many cantrips
here
do
we
you
go.
have?
Cantrips?
Yeah, Eddie, how many cantrips do you have?
I have. Let's see. Mending, Spare the Dying, Minor Illusion, Eldritch Blast,
So you got
Mage
4.
Hand, Create Bonfire.
You got 5. You have 5
Right,
cantrips.
okay. Yeah, sorry, continue. Mm. Mhm. You need 9 relics. Oh my god, it's so spicy!
You okay?
Rip.
Oh shit.
So one of my characters is making a warlock, and he's like, I have 4 cantrips. Is that too many? I'm like, well, you have 5 cantrips or 6 cantrips, so like.
Mhm.
Well, cantrips are free, so
Yeah,
my
but
cantrips suck.
yeah, but you're a bard.
Mhm.
So there's like 9 badges or artifacts. Okay.
9 artifacts, each one related to one of the gods that has since taken hold of these lands. Though it has been many years, many centuries since they have been seen. I am unsure where to find all 9, but I am certain that each of the old civilizations living here on top of that, I have procured this as one for myself as well. He reaches down and grabs an item. And presents it towards you for all of you. There are many advantages as the dealer in arcane in this city. I get privy to various magical artifacts found on the journeys of these adventurers. Okay.
Are we
Let's
getting
see,
free
which one?
magic items? Magic items? Magic items? Free magic? Ooh. A puzzle
You're
cube.
getting.
It's a
Yes, you're
helix
getting what?
fossil. We got the helix fossil, guys. Gray's helix.
That's.
You're effectively being
Yeah,
given
it is actually.
one of the 9 Dragon Balls that you have to find before you can open the temple.
All right.
However, There are several factions working towards this goal.
We will prove to you that we are the mightiest of all. And we will gather these 9 before anyone
The
else.
Flaming Fist is ransacking the Mirzo temple as we speak, seeking out seeking out something. I presume these items.
This belongs in a museum.
Likewise, the Wizards of Thay also are seeking them out. So you shall encounter them on your journey.
Well, I'm sure everyone can get along and we can all be great friends and work together for this common goal. Dude, I'm so gonna swap out sending.
For you, adventure.
Should we go shopping and then set off in the morning then?
Yeah. That would be wise.
Sounds good.
Time is indeed of the essence for Syndra Silva, of course.
So what does the puzzle cube do?
Does anyone know identify? It's just like a keystone,
Identify.
right? It's a keystone.
I mean, I'm gonna cast it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a keystone. What if puzzle cubes are meant to be solved, dude?
I think it's part of like a 9-part sliding puzzle. So we get all the pieces, then we put them all in, and then we have to rearrange them.
Yeah,
Kenneth,
let's
I
just-
can
let's
have
just
you
check it
roll insight for me.
Yeah, let's just.
All of us, or just him?
You were they seem to be you think you might be related to the map that Jared had. So the map that Jared had several locations marked out for some sort of it wasn't 9%, but there were several areas. One of them was Mirzo, which has just been mentioned by this man. And another one was like the near the mountains, the near the mountains where they are. So you think that they're tied together, the map and this quest?
Hmm. That means.
Mhm.
So I don't know. That means that we could still pursue the map in a sense if we.
Yeah, we will use the map to pursue these keystones.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, has Jarrett reproduced a copy from memory yet, I wonder?
Did anyone memorize the map?
Jarrett probably. He's the one who spent most time with it. Anyway, are we done here? Should we head back to our inns for the night?
Mhm.
I'm going to
Sure.
take a perception check to make sure we're not being followed. No, coast is clear. No assassins.
I got.
No, Miles. You see people following you from every corner.
Oh god! Oh god, they're coming for me! I knew I should have drank that extra spiced mead.
My goodness. I think the coast is clear.
Alright, let's return for a night. I'm actually going to change my spells again if we get another long rest. Goodbye, speak with the dead. Oops, I didn't mean to cast that. Sorry.
Suddenly,
Speak with that.
Alright, I changed my spells. Alright, I changed my spells. First things first, if I wake up early, well, first off is pray. Every day. But second thing is I'm gonna check and see if I can cut off our guide that I spoke about. Azaka. Is Azaka up yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Azaka! Good news! We are free to leave the city and will be accompanying you on this mission.
Mm-hmm. She looks at you with a little bit of surprise. Ah. Seems like fortune has followed.
Yes. I will notify you when we plan to set out. For now, I think some of us may have to do some last-minute preparations and shopping. I'm not sure, though.
Okay. She nods and says, "Very well. You shall find me at the
The bar.
Thunder Lizard."
Alright, and I head back and I get Jarrett to pack and me to pack, and we pack up. Everyone else, got any shopping you need to do?
I mean, I have 1,000 gold, but I don't know what there is for me to buy.
Buy a flying carpet or something cool. I don't know.
'Cause I don't use weapons. I think this island doesn't really have good armor.
Buy a mount.
What good is a mount?
You don't have to walk.
Yeah, but
Well, there are magical items.
Yeah. Like a ring.
I think
or
I might
something.
be fully kitted out on magic items as well. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I organized my inventory so all my magic items are at the bottom now, so it's easier for me to find them.
Right.
I forget what requires too many, and this is like the 5th time that
Yeah.
I've asked this probably. But yeah, we'll just it's okay.
Do fine for you.
I have a lot of swords.
Yeah. I have my trusty short sword that is absolutely never been used.
Are
Good
we
as new.
are we low on rations? I have 10 rations.
Then you should buy some more.
Okay.
I have 12
We're
rations.
supposed to like hunt stuff. I don't know. I still have 4 bananas. Oh yeah, I guess I had that ivory pipe that was worth 25 gold.
You should sell that.
Can I sell?
Yeah.
Can I somehow barter up its value?
Go up to a merchant. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm not actually good at this stuff.
I have found this ivory pipe worth 35 gold, and I would like you to take it off my hands.
Sure, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
35 gold, good sir. What do you take me for?
I take you
Looking
for a
at the
fool
quality
and
of
you
it.
slap him.
I cannot give any more than 15.
Kaylet, remember your magic
But,
glove.
Aaron, how about I let you do the bartering, and I'll give you some of the proceeds of it.
Now,
Yeah, come on.
do you not see that this is a magical item? Show him, Kaylet. Show him what it can do.
Wait, I don't have.
Just use precipitation or your glove of illusions. If you have the right acumen, good sir, and I hold it in his hands for Kaylet since he's not willing to do it himself, I put like his one hand flat with a glove, and I put his other one on it. And Kaylet, work with me here. I'm going to act as if I'm pouring the stick onto the hand. What is he going to see? Pour out of a stick. You're the one who
I'm
controls
sorry?
the illusionary glove. I can't help you more than I'm physically doing. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Kind of figuring.
Kayla,
What's an expensive substance?
it doesn't have to be expensive. Just like water. It's fine.
Do people like wine? Wine's an expensive substance.
No, he'll be able to tell by the smell if it's wine.
This is a pipe, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like a smoking pipe.
Keep that in mind when you try to pour wine out.
Yeah, it's a smoking pipe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Just to make it produce like rainbow smoke or something. I don't know.
Actually, that's a good idea.
I'm gonna walk away in a second, Jared. If you don't do, or Kayla, if you don't do something.
Okay, magical sparkly stuff pours out it.
Aha! See? Not
Oh my
ordinary black powder and smoke.
Like liquid or gas.
I guess it should be a gas.
Yeah.
Mm.
oh dear.
Why? It doesn't seem like you're making this display particularly attractive. I would rather just a normal ivory pipe.
Well, it can be used as that as well.
That. Hmm?
Yeah. Cost though.
Jared, Kayla.
Yeah.
Let us find a more reasonable retailer. This one clearly does not know a good deal when it is underneath his nose.
Yes. See, so
We go find a different shop. And I talk to Kayla. Kayla, I don't like deceiving people, so you're gonna do this one alone, okay? Alright. Good luck, Kayla. Is anyone else going shopping?
I am.
Alright, what are you buying?
I don't know. Just browsing.
We could go to that magical shop we went to once that had the ring, the signal, or the remember of Hercules or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You can go to that magical shop, yeah. You got that quest to find Vern or something.
Mm-hmm. Do we
Do
need
you
more
remember that?
healing potions or anything? Do we have healing potions? I have 2 healing
don't know.
potions.
All right. I need to stock up on those.
Alright.
Yeah, I think we should stock up on those.
Well, the thing is, we're so expensive.
Alright, you go to the magical and you find yourself at the front where there's some sort of kind of generic order clerk salesperson there.
Don't talk to them. Talk to the owner, because we've spoken to the
He
owner
says,
before.
salutation. How would we,
Looking for healing potions. But maybe also some if you have any other potions or magical items that you wish to recommend.
we do magic healing potions. We have plenty. Let me bring some out for you. How much and how potent, perhaps more importantly.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the potency.
Healing potions. There's 4 tiers.
I can tell you because I have them in my bio. Or actually, no,
Okay.
it's a pinned thing in the DND channel, isn't it? Because I'm
So
comparing.
how potent would a potion need to be to heal me up, roughly, if I were lying on the ground unconscious?
I mean, anything would work, really.
Yeah.
No, heal to my absolute, like, utmost vitality.
Something we couldn't afford.
Okay. Yes. Right.
So the first level is what, like 1d4 or 2d4 plus 4 or 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, so it goes 2d4. Plus 8d4 plus 8. 10d4 plus 20.
Wow.
10d4.
I think the 8d4 plus 8 is pretty much full heal at this point.
How much will that cost?
About 2,000.
Oh, okay. How much is the 44?
About 200. Let's go with 250. 250. 250.
Huh.
This is why I don't think 700
And
gold
how was
is much.
the budget option?
It's 50.
The budget option is like 50.
This is why you guys have a life cleric in your party, so you don't have to worry about this.
Yes. All right. Well, let's get some just for safety, but hopefully we will never use them.
Yes. I wish I could like have like a list of more interesting magical things for you guys to grab.
2d4 is okay.
You know what? If I could find a more powerful crossbow, that'd be nice.
I'll buy one of the lesser healing potions. Actually, I guess I'll buy 2.
Okay.
So now me and Eddie both have 2 minor healing potions.
You return to the back and it's like, okay, I'm gonna completely change accent. Here you go. I'm trying to figure
You're
out
not the
accents that I
same,
can
man!
reasonably up, and the answer is none, but I'm gonna try anyways. Here you go. 2 potions of healing.
I have a request. Do you have anything which could restore magical vitality, or one's innate spell casting ability, or one's connection with the gods?
Well, pick you up, increase your performance.
Does anything that replenishes spell slots?
That sounds something very more peculiar to deal with. Most people just look for the simple stuff. Let me go back and speak to the owner of the establishment. They might have an idea.
Alright, could you actually bring the owner out here? We know him, and we would like to speak to him. Tell him the Hercules are here.
Alright. Let me bring them out. He goes to the back. and comes out after about like a 2-3 minutes, and you see Wakanga Tomu out back up. Ah, friends, I did not expect to see you so soon.
Oh, hello. We are just readying ourselves for the journey to come. I was wondering if you had anything which could, and I described what I said before. I don't know how to say it in game, but something that we're playing is the spell slots.
Right. 5.
Or maybe perhaps a ring that would store spell slots. I know that exists. Ring of spell storage. Remember when I had 1,000 gold? Or 2,500 gold? Now I have 1 gold.
This is for asking for a friend, right?
Yeah.
Let me. So, do you have an item in mind?
I want a potion that replenishes spell slots, or there is an item that exists. It's called Ring of Spell Storage.
Oh, Ring of Spell Storage. Yeah, I know that one. That is not something I'm going to give you.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough, fair enough. It's too
Yeah.
strong. It's actually something you find in the other dungeon that I'm running.
Yeah, so it's more that's it. It's like it's things you find, less so things you play is the issue right now with it.
Yeah.
Like because like look at the potion prices of the potion, right? Anything rare or higher is $1,000.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense for me to give you. Like there's no price I can set for you to reasonable.
I'll take an unreasonable price. I paid 2,000. Oh, I have 1 gold, so I won't. I'll ask other people to take an unreasonable
No
price.
potion, perhaps, but I do have an item.
Ooh.
He goes back and brings out a it's kind of like a little charm, and this charm it has some sort there's a little wooden placard with some sort of interesting symbols on. But hanging below the placard, kind of like a dream catcher, there's 3 little strings coming down from it, and at the end of each string, there's a little bauble, and inside this bauble, there's at first it looks like it looks iridescent, kind of like as if there was just like 3 pearls hanging down, but upon closer inspection, you realize that each of these 3 pearls that are hanging below this charm, the contents are some sort of the contents inside are fluid in such a way, iridescence and the kind of sparkling imperfections that you would see on a normal pearl. They're kind of like shifting around within this sort of said bauble. This is something that an adventurer has brought forth on one of their travels.
What is it?
As far as I can identify, it do as you would ask and restore or give you the power to once again cast reuse your arcane powers. But as it is indicated, he nods at the thing. It seems to have only and so mechanically it'll just restore uses and will give you 1 spell slot of your highest spell slot.
And
Whenever-
it can be used how many times? It can be used 3 times maximum, right? Before it breaks, or?
Like emergencies, then something that would just like give you a little bump in spell slots all the time.
I'm cutting out a bunch. Can you guys just type
Oh.
what it does?
That's literally an item in this game. Literally, it's an item. It's called the Pearl of Power.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but unlike the pearl power, it's consumable. And the pearl power is like a reusable. I'm just right now. I'm just really worried about giving people permanent things since I actually don't know how powerful things are.
Fair enough. Do you guys think we should buy this? We have free uses.
How much is
and
it?
Yeah, how much does it cost?
Yeah. Um. Uh. I shall sell it to you for the price I purchased that as a gift for your journeys. It shall be. One sec. 5e wealth to 3.5e.
10,000 platinum coins.
How much gold do you have?
I have
How
one
much gold? But you bought something that's like about $2,000 or something.
I paid 2,500 for my
the
armor, and then I immediately got free armor afterwards.
So 5th to 10th level starting gold is about 500. Yeah, let's just say 1,500 then.
Alright.
So you would have to pull together for something.
Yeah.
Or just let's go with the 1,000. Yeah,
Alright.
1,000 gold.
So, do you guys think that's something we should save up and buy? It'll replenish our one high-level spell slot 3 times, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think no.
Yeah, I think no.
Not
Alright.
really.
Alright, then we won't get it.
Okay, so I'll ask for an item as well. I'm mainly interested in anything that makes me makes me tankier. So, like conventional like armor and shields are difficult for me because I am a pathetic weakling.
So you want
Wondering
something
if you
that
have
would
any
improve your
range or spells
defensive
of warding.
ability.
That gives the HP, not AC.
He has armor of Agathis, but he doesn't have mage armor.
Okay.
Um, unfortunate that you cannot seem to purchase. You are unable to purchase. Then how about this? He goes off and says, brings out this another thing. He brings out a set of clothes and armor. Sorry, what's your? So what's how much armor does your armor?
The
Because
AC is 14. That would be 10. The dex bonus is 2, so I'm guessing the armor is 2.
can warlocks wear leather?
Leather armor is fine. Light armor, right?
You can at will cast mage armor. He goes out back and brings out a set of armor for you. This time, it's it looks relatively mundane. It looks similar to what you have. You have studded leather armor. I think you have that the spider silk one. So this one, it kind of like, so the one you're wearing is like this weird off-white color, and it has a few nips there. But this one is like, it's maybe like a more cleaned up version of that. So it's made out of sort of these like thin fibers, and it looks similar enough to your armor that you maybe presume is made out of spider.
Mm-hmm.
And you can you run your hand across it, and you see that there are some like, trims and stuff that are on it. Mechanically, how this would work would be it's studded leather armor +1. So rather than 12 plus, it will be 13 plus. You see?
Okay.
And then maybe let's say I don't know, how often would you want to do this? 3 times a day you can cast spider climb.
Oh. Okay. And how much for this wonderful item?
Let's go with 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
Could I interject? Could he also
it.
trade in his silk and leather armor to cut down the price? I understand they're not magical items. Maybe at a different store then.
So they'll let you slingshot around, and you'll have this spider climbing armor.
Yeah, I'm Spider-Man now.
He has a spider silk armor, doesn't he?
Right. So he had a spider silk armor. I gave him a nice.
Yeah, but he still has it, or did he trade it in?
He still has.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can sell it.
I guess
then.
I just traded in. Yeah, I'll sell it. Oh, yeah. So how much would he take for the current one I'm wearing?
It does have the raw materials for what I have just sold you, but it's of course in a much rougher state. Um, with time I could imbue it, but of course the armor itself as it is not that valuable.
Oh, wait. I'll be right back. I think the food arrived.
Oh, thank you. Nice. I'll just talk to you as you walk down. Price will be about like almost I think it's like at the most.
So how are you guys doing, Kenneth and Andy?
It's like once you can only set so you haven't just water.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll buy the armor and then I'll sell my existing armor for 50 gold, and then buy a health potion with that.
Okay.
So instead of buying 2 health potions, like I said, I'll only buy 1 because that's all I can afford.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, did you have 2 armors before? Because you can sell your second one too.
I think I only had 1. I thought I took 2, but I think I gave 1 to someone else.
No, you had. I mean, different types. You had a leather armor, and then
Yeah,
you
like
had
a basic leather armor.
I feel like that was already sold at some point.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not in my
I think that was
inventory.
like the first day you guys arrived in town. You did a little selling
It's not
spree.
in my inventory, so.
Okay.
Oh, so does this armor catch fire like the regular silk armor does? Okay,
Sure of that.
great.
So, a quick AC count is that Eddie's at 15.
Yep.
Alright. I am at 20.
Teen, apparently.
Andy? I'm like trying to figure out like on a table how much AC people should be roughly. And so
AC is young.
so like AC is like a super important stat, right? Because it's like when your AC goes up by 1, it gives like a minus 5% for the enemy to hit.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because it's always based off a T20.
But they have a lot of ad mod.
Well, like either no matter what their add modifier is, as long as they're rolling 1d20, one bump in AC means that they need to roll 1 higher on the dice, right? So that's a 5%.
It's not exactly. It's not exactly that way.
It is that
I think
simple,
the
I
extra
think.
calculation for how much damage reduction is actually really complicated. Um.
Another 5.
Okay, so if the let's say the enemy has plus 19 to hit, okay, and then my AC is okay, the enemy has plus 18 to hit, and then I have AC of 20, which means that the only way that they can miss is if they roll a 1, right?
Right. So if your AC goes up by 1, the only way they can miss is a 1 or a 2.
Which doubles the damage I take, not 5%. No, the hit chance increased by 50%. No, the hit chance increased by 100%, not 5%.
The hit chance originally was 1 in 20.
Yeah,
Now it's
and
2.
Now it's 2 in 20, which is a 100% increase.
Sorry. I guess you're thinking of increase as in that way. I'm thinking of increase in the sense of before you had to roll a 1 in 20, which is 5% chance of happening. Now you
I'm
have
just
to
trying to
roll
think of like
1 or 2 in 20, which is
like normally in a
10%.
game when you try to like optimize your build, you would think of it in terms of how much effective damage reduction or whatever you're getting from the stat, right? Which is really hard to calculate because yeah, okay.
18 and you had 20. Doesn't that mean that they'll hit you literally all the time?
Unless they roll 1, right?
Yeah, which is like low chance.
So it's like a 5% chance to hit you. But then if you have 1 less AC, then has to. Oh wait, sorry.
10%
If you
chance
have
to
1 more
miss.
AC, then they have a
10% chance of hitting you, which is effectively doubling their damage on you. Because you went from 5% chance to hit to 10% chance to hit.
Anyway,
Either way, AC is how AC works is very
AC is strong.
AC is very strong, and so I have to be very careful when giving out stuff that actually improves AC.
I don't get it. How is plus 18?
This isn't important, guys. Let's just move on.
Yeah, either way, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How much AC does Andy have is what I have to check now.
I think he's at
Andy
16.
has 16 AC with his shield.
Yeah. I have 20 with my shield.
14 to their attack. They always hit me. Because any roll would be equal to my AC.
They always miss on a 1. It's
Yeah.
a critical fail.
I thought you'd be back by 11.
our mages and our bards getting really high AC. But that's just my thinking process. That's just a bit of behind the scenes of my thinking process. Okay, so the only person with money left is Caleb, which has like 750 gold, and Link, who has 680 gold.
Yeah, because I just bought a potion.
Right. So I actually had this really interesting website which has a whole bunch of interesting and funky potions that are all just they're low level potions that just do interesting things. Let me look it up.
Andy wanted to go shopping as well. We should do that before we end up.
If you want, so if you want this stuff, this store can have it, and they're all just kind of like common run of the mill stuff, and they're all like 50 gold stuff. I'll say for now. So like normally the only common potions is the basic healing potion, and there's a potion of climbing that just gives you like +10 to your climbing. I'll add all these common things in, and if any of you guys just want to kind of like buy, just mention, and I'll say you bought this. Do you have anything major you want to buy? Andy or Kenneth?
Andy says he wants to get something that gives him animal friendship.
No, well, there is a.
You can have it. Probably gonna run you like but so and we'll just quickly figure that out. But yeah, so you speak to this Wakanga Tamu who sells you things at a not at a great discount, but he's trying to help you a bit. It's not so. You reconvene with Azaka, and she greets you all. She looks at Link and the return of my heirloom. I am, as you say, in your debt. Before just kind of like jumping back of kind of like brisk roughness. I'm not hearing any Zero music on.
No, it's not on right now.
Yeah, so I have to like either find a new bot or figure something else.
It worked when I played videos, didn't it?
Well, because everything supports, but like I found that's the only thing. They only support videos.
We'll just play some videos.
Well, you can find.
Okay, so what did she find? Did she?
They all kind of like get together again. I think Andy. So she like scratched you on your palm, like leaving some sort of like mark, right? It's been a couple of days, and this kind of mark has like it's kind of like sealed up, right? There is like there's still like a cut, but it's kind of like scanned. Yeah, so it's just kind of like this little symbol thing, and like it kind of follows your. What do you call those?
Like you
Yeah, they're
on your hand.
like your palm
Yeah.
lines. Like it doesn't match all of them, but like it kind of loosely follows two of them. Yeah, so that's the symbol on your hand. Um, yeah, nothing, right? It's just like it's this like symbol of like you ask her about it, right? You ask her about it, and she says it's a marking um of my family. It signifies uh, a debt or an oath.
Mm.
Just so you know, Andrew, if you check my
What are we doing?
character
Like,
sheet,
are we trying to find the assassin girl, or are we like?
I think we're going. Unless you guys want to go somewhere else, we're going to be following the assassin. Yes, is that okay?
I thought we were doing the relic quest. Or does that
They
coincide?
overlap a bit, right? The map has locations wherever relics might be.
Sure. I mean, let's head out then.
Has everyone purchased everything they need?
I said that like if you think of something you want to buy so over the week, we'll just do it out of character at some point.
Okay.
Um,
Andrew, by the way, if you look at my character sheet on my spells list, you can see all those spells with the red dots. I added them. I don't have them prepared. I just want them on my character sheet so I remember these are things I could cast if I prepared for them.
fight sharks, and it's like, oh yeah, for the sessions, I bought that shark trap, right?
What? Shark trap?
This assassin that you found. Your journey commences once again.
Yay!
I'd like to stop here just because I really didn't plan anything for outside of the city.
Okay.
If that's fine with everyone.
Token
Okay.
combat.
Yep.
We have 2 canoes we can take. We are now 6 people. Jarrett's coming with us, right?
Wasn't sure how to
One.
feel about that.
I mean, we got out of our sticky
Yeah. 6 people.
Yep,
jail
we're on jail now.
situation.
So 3 people per canoe. Who wants to take a canoe together? Or actually, no, we're going by land if we're tracking them.
Yeah.
Should we sell the canoes?
We have canoes.
Yeah, we have 2 ships or 2 boats.
All right.
I thought we just stole some canoes.
Yeah, we did. We took them from a camp.
Yeah, canoes worth 50 gold.
But like, there are canoes now.
Well,
Okay.
we've been using them for days. So yes, they're ours.
Okay.
They're worth 50 gold, so that's like something.
Dude, that's 50 times more gold than I have right now. I still have not been able to cast any of my level 3 spells.
Right.
I didn't get to cast Speak with Dead. I didn't get to cast Zone of Truth or Command or anything.
On the start of an anime where you're like clearly given like clear goals to achieve. I don't know if
Okay. Anime's good.
Alright, let's end it here. Bye, guys.
bye bye.
Bye.